All right, let's talk Green Bay Packers. This is a team coming off a dominant victory, of course, in week 3. They're looking really good despite the big time injury to Jordan Love. And through all this noise of the NFL season, it's clear the Packers made a move. I think they outsmarted everyone here, and it's paying big dividends for them. I'm Nick, and this is Saturday Morning Inspection. All right, the Green Bay Packers, they're 2-1, playing really good football. And this, of course, is with a massive injury at the quarterback position. They're kind of sliding under the radar, I think, because Jordan Love is hurt, but they're playing great. A lot of credit to LaFleur, but you got to give a lot of credit to Murphy, the entire front office, and this Packers organization for a really smart move they did earlier this offseason that is paying huge dividends for them. It's basically turned down a critical area of this football team. And that move specifically was the signing of safety Xavier McKinney. A couple people, myself included, questioned the move at the time, especially for the deal size. I was totally wrong. Packers know what they're doing. Smart team. And this latest report highlights that. Let's pull it up. This is courtesy of Athlon Sports. McKinney is off to a historic start in Green Bay. He's made his mark with 3 interceptions in the first 3 games. McKinney is the first player to do anything like that since 1978. It doesn't stop there. McKinney has been making big plays at the expense of giving them up. This is critical. According to PFF, McKinney has caught 3 passes this season. He's given up 2 completions. So he's got 3 picks while only giving up 2 completions. The passer rating when targeting him is 28.1, which means quarterbacks would be better off throwing the ball into the stands on every play than throwing anywhere near him. For you stat junkies out there, a 0 passer rating, which is, if you throw every single pass incomplete, your passer rating is 39.6. So McKinney, like the report here, is literally playing better defense than if every quarterback spiked the football on the turf. That's impressive. The 2023 season was a disaster in the Packers safety room and at creating turnovers. McKinney was targeted and signed to fix both, and boy, has he, especially in light of the Jordan Love injury. I think this is obviously a great sign for the Packers. Miles, I'm curious what your thoughts are, but first, Green Bay fans, in the comment section below, we got ourselves a big-time NFC North matchup this weekend. We've got the surprisingly undefeated Minnesota Vikings and a really good, really talented, really deep Green Bay Packers squad going toe-to-toe. Give us your prediction. Final score, Packers versus Vikings. It's going to be an interesting one. Give us your prediction in the comment section below. But Mize, what are your thoughts on this latest Packers news and just everything to do with the way the defense is playing so far?
Yeah, Nick, this is huge for the Packers. I think this has gone off better than anyone could even possibly imagine the start of Xavier McKinney's career as a Green Bay Packer. I love the beginning of this article because it goes, Ron Wolf had Reggie White, Ted Thompson had Charles Woodson, Brian Gutekunst, maybe he's got Xavier McKinney. Maybe this is his big move, his coup de grace of his Packers career so far. I think it's a very, very impressive move. But I just really want to give credit to this front office because we all knew the Packers offense was really good. We knew Jordan Love was good. They had a lot of really great young receivers and guys like Dobbs, Watson, Reed. They made some good signings on the offensive side of the ball as well with Josh Jacobs, really helped bolster the run game after losing Aaron Jones. I think overall, really great side. But the defense was always young. I think it always had some promise, but there's a little bit of question marks around certain things, especially the safety position. What do? They go out and clear up all of their questions at safety with one guy. I think that that's like the ultimate cost savings. To get one guy to clear up both of your issues is really, really impressive for this Packers front office. I think it really kind of boosts the play of this team is to have one guy come in and really take away one half the field. You don't want to throw it anywhere near McKinney because he's really making quarterbacks look like high schoolers out there when they are throwing his way. This is big for the Packers, and I think this really is going to help them going forward, especially with the injury to Jordan Love. I think that's where this move, like you said, really shines. When your offense isn't quite as capable, but they did a pretty good job last week. I mean, they're not the same with Love on the field. I think it's paramount that your defense can make turnovers, your defense can make some stuff happen. And the signing of McKinney really is something that allows that to happen. So no one could have foreseen this happening. No one knew Jordan Love was going to get hurt. But really, I think this signing of McKinney helped mitigate any problems this team would have had winning going forward in his absence.
And you bring up a really great point there. I think I heard you allude to it in some of your comments is that he basically turned a weakness into a strength. And that's actually almost worth two signings because the safety position, both of them, whoever was on the field last year, however many safeties, was it one, two, three? It didn't matter. It was poor pretty much all season long for the Green Bay Packers. Even when other parts of this team was rolling, their safety play was not very good, to be totally honest. And what McKinney has come because he's such an elite playmaker is he did not just turn one safety position from poor to really good, right? Which obviously is worth a lot of money. By being such a good player, he allows the Packers to create schemes and things to protect some of their lesser defensive backs and allows them to be more creative in some of their defensive strategies to generate more pressure and make things easier at other positions. This was kind of the hidden genius behind this move. And I'm going to be honest, I probably should have seen this coming when they made this signing in the offseason because Xavier McKinney isn't just a great player. He also unlocks other players around him because he's such a good playmaker, because he doesn't give up big plays. He allows the entire defensive strategy, led, of course, by new defensive coordinator Hafley. By the way, another great move. Oh my gosh, has he been awesome through 3 games, even dealing with the Jordan Love injury. They already have 7 interceptions this season. I think they only had like 6 or 7 all of last season. I believe the number 7. That's absolutely redonkulous to be that good so far through 3 games. Credit to him and his coaching, of course, so far this year. But when we look at specifically the addition of McKinney, I can't get over how much he's allowed the rest of the secondary to be more aggressive. We're starting to see Jair Alexander. He's playing more aggressively because he knows he's got great safety help behind him. Packers getting much more creative with their front pressures, being more aggressive in the box to stop the run when necessary. This is what Xavier McKinney brings. And it's not nearly as good as an all-time great safety like an Ed Reed, for example. I'm not saying they're the same player, but I'm saying what they unleash for their defenses is in the same direction. Ed Reed, being the player he did, allowed the Ravens to do all kinds of funky stuff and generate all kind of pressure for the opposing offense. Xavier McKinney is having that similar effect for this Green Bay defense so far through 3 games. Now, look, we'll have to see when the competition gets tougher. Totally honest. You look at a team like the Indianapolis Colts, you look at the team like the Tennessee Titans, they don't look like Super Bowl contenders at all this year. We'll have to see how they do this weekend and going forward. But so far, the returns for the addition of Xavier McKinney have been nothing but positive for the Green Bay Packers.
2 more points to hang on to here, Nick, that I think are really interesting. One, you talk about how bad the safety room was. McKinney's 3 interception would have led the team in 2023, and he's got it through week 3. So put that in perspective, Packers fans. That's how good this dude is. And to talk about how good the signing is just a little bit more, this is a really great combination of the Giants' loss being Green Bay's game, the Giants making a really dumb move, and moving off of McKinney really helps Green Bay because you get the perfect combination of a young guy, 25 years old, playmaker coming off one of his best years, and you get him before he hits the free agent market as well. So you have a chance to re-sign him. This is beautiful moves by the Packers all around. Defense looking good, front office looking good, just overall winning in every aspect.